Hey everybody, Chef Jonathan here. I know that pad thai is in your curriculum, but I want to do a really quick video that I've posted on YouTube for you guys to go over. And there was really a few things to focus on. Remember that pad thai is a really quick dish. You're probably looking at about anywhere between 3 minutes and 7 minutes for it to be done, depending on the size that you're cooking. So you want to make sure your ingredients are evenly cut, not too thick and not too chunky. Second thing is make sure you're organized. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that everybody sees how organized my station is, and let's have a look. All right, so here we go. I've got my ingredients. I've got my red peppers, the whites of my green onions, my garlic, my ginger, my prawns, other veg yum that I want, so in this case mushrooms and cabbage, my rice noodles already pre-soaked, bean sprouts, my sauce, and my garnish, so the tops of green onions and cashews. So you see that I've got them laid out in the order that I'm going to be using them. And then I've got a little bit of oil that I'm going to put into my hot pan. And then I'm going to start. So just so everybody can see, I'm going to turn it a little bit. There we go. And we'll start with the red peppers. Give that a shake. Okay, nice hot pan. That's going to mean that everything is going to cook quickly. Now, you don't necessarily have to cook it all the way through right off the bat because it will continue to cook with everything else added. So in this case, I'm going to add my green onions, the whites of my green onions. All right. Now, I'm adding my garlic now because the pan is cooled down a little bit. I don't want to actually brown my garlic. It's not a real attractive flavor. So I'm going to add my garlic now. Again, toss. Ginger. Okay, give that a toss. Okay, I can give it a stir. And I just want to make sure that this is soft right now, so just looking at that, it looks good. Now at this point, the largest thing that I have, and the one thing I have to make sure is cooked, are my prawns. So I'm just going to add my prawns right now. Whole prawns gives you, this is the prized possession of the dish, so people want to be able to see it. Okay, so, and while you're doing it, you see what I'm doing? I back up my dishes, get them out of the way. Here we go, and I'm on to my next thing, and then I'm ready for it. Always make sure that that's the key. Okay, I'm starting to get some really great smells here. Stir. Now what I'm looking for now is for my prawns to just start to go pink, just a little bit. Now, if it turns out that it's going a little slow, say your prawns were a little cold, what you can do, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to turn my temperature up a little bit. Okay, you can see by looking at that starting to go pink. I'll put that guy. So it's starting to go pink. So we're really close to being there. Nothing is burned at this point. You're just looking to cook through. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add my mushrooms and my cabbage. Give that a shake. Okay. And I'll be ready now with my noodles. So it may look a little bit dry right now. You've been soaking your noodles. So your noodles are going to have a little bit of moisture in them. So that's going to add a little bit of moisture to this dish. I'm going to add my noodles now. There we go. You can see, hear that little bit of sizzle. That's the moisture in your noodles, and that's going to start a steaming process going. Okay. You can add your bean sprouts. And you can add your sauce. By the time you're doing this, the flavors should just be wafting towards you. If you use too much in the way of heat or vinegar, you're probably going to have a face full right now, so just be careful on that. And now, while I'm waiting for this to do its final cook, I'm going to have my plate ready, and then I'm going to try to do a one-handed pour, which should be interesting, but we'll see. Okay. You can see prawns beautifully cooked. The rest of your ingredients nice and soft, and then right onto the plate. Okay, beautiful, and then garnish right on top. All right, how long did that take? Less than 7 minutes from me showing you all your mise en place until we're finished. So enjoy. And this is a dish that will be with you for the rest of your life, depending on whether you cook it in a restaurant or whether you just have it at home. Thanks, everybody.
We're going to make pad thai. We're going to make pad thai as individuals, but we're going to also do it in a way that's we're all adding our ingredients at exactly the same time. So I'm going to be making the pad thai at the same time you're going to be making the pad thai. I'll call out the ingredient, you'll add an ingredient. We'll go through this process together. That way you'll get an idea of how quick the pace is supposed to be as you're going along, and how quick the food is going to cook as you go along. So that's the thing, pad thai, fast. Beginning to end should be less than 5 minutes for our purposes, probably 5 to 7 minutes. Great flavors. Organization, have everything laid out for you. Make sure you split your ingredients that you're going to be working on in half. Because what's going to happen in the heat of the moment, you're going to add all your red peppers. If you haven't, while your partner may be waiting to add theirs, you're going to add everything. So make sure that you're organized. So the order of ingredients and hot pan, texture, different textures, crucial to this. But balance of texture and flavors is also really, we got to get that spice, we got to get that sweetness, we got to get that tart. It's the reason why basically we've got everything that we need in this sauce. We have heat, we have tart, we have sweet, and we have salty, all in there. So let's go through this. What order am I going to put this in? Don't look at your sheet. Just let's go by instinct here. What's the first thing that I'm going to put in here? Oil. Sorry? Oil. Nice, I like that. Then what? No. Prawns are going to go about halfway. So what's the thing that's going to take the longest to cook? Red peppers. Peppers are going to go first. after they were. Then we've got a couple other little things that we want to actually add some flavor to this. So we're going to add our scapes and our green onions. Then we're going to add our garlic. We said garlic. We're going to add a garlic at that point with our ginger, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to burn our garlic. So we want to have some other ingredients in there that are going to coat the garlic a little bit and keep it from burning. So we're going to go our scapes and our green onion, and then our garlic and our ginger. So have that all laid out for you. Then what? What am I going to do at that point? We're going to go our prawns, and we're going to do our egg at the same time. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the prawns in, you're going to cook it for a little bit. Prawns. And then you're going to drizzle your egg in. If the pan is hot enough, you're going to actually start to cook that egg, get a little bit of scrambled egg action happening. So that's really important. Then what? Our other inclusions, whatever it is we want to put in here. So we can put some bean sprouts. You put some of the bean sprouts in and then put some topically. Napa cabbage, tofu, and then our enoki mushrooms. So all the other things that you're going to put in there, you're going to add at that point. So I'm going to call it, let's call it yum. So whatever you decided that you wanted to put in yours. Then what?
Sauce.
Noodles. Noodles. You want to make sure that the noodles go in. Then you're going to put your sauce.
So when do you put the egg in?
The egg is going to go in with the prawns. So right after you've done your ginger garlic. You put your prawns in, then your egg. Then your noodles, then your sauce. So make sure you mix your sauce all together. Don't leave it separated. So mix yours together, split it in two. All of this you're splitting it in two. Each person is going to have a prawn tub with some bean sprouts, going to have a prawn tub with some Napa cabbage, because you're all going to be doing it individually. Do it all at the same time. Okay? Then the last thing is whatever we're going to use for our garnish. So we had some sesame seeds left over, so I've got that. I also did some cashews. You can do peanuts, cashews, whatever you want. Top with a little bit of lime, and then we've got our green onion that we're going to put in there as well. So all of this is going to be about 5 minutes that we're going to do. All right? Have you already separated all your ingredients? No. Go first and foremost, we're going to separate the ingredients. Can you do that in 10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that in 10 minutes, and then we'll do a call. We'll all do it at the same time. Red pepper. Scapes and green onions. Garlic and ginger. Prawns. Yeah, oh, egg. It's fine. You can still. It doesn't matter whether your prawns are fully cooked. They will cook. Make sure you're stirring. Toss it. So throw in the rest of your yum, bean sprouts, napa cabbage, tofu, mushrooms, whatever you got. You may need to coat it with a little bit of extra oil. Give it a stir. Noodles! Incorporate everything, stir and toss, stir and toss. Sauce, everybody. You can add a little bit of liquid, a little bit of water, just to get the rest of your sauce out. It'll help your noodles finish cooking.
There you go. You're safe. You're safe.
Get your bowls ready. You can start with the plate, make it pretty. Remember the principles, put the noodles on the bottom. On top, yeah. Peanuts on top. Don't forget them, they're really good. Prawns are the showpiece. one last step I forgot.